Okay, so the next product is this Weighsafe fixed height ball. Has a 2-inch drop on it. This one has a 2 5/16 inch ball that I've installed in it. And if you want to know how this works, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, how the heck does this take a scaled reading when it's attached to a solid piece of aluminum? And the answer doesn't lie on this end, oddly enough. The answer is on this end. So I marred it up because I accidentally dropped it, but this side right here is where the scale is. When you put this inside of the 2-inch receiver of your vehicle and you put weight on this side, it rocks over this hinge right here, or this dip, and it puts pressure here, and that's actually how you get your reading right here. So I know that that's kind of counterintuitive to what most people would think. They would think that, well, the downward pressure right here somehow maybe bends this kind of like a load sensor, and that's how you get your reading, but it's not. It's this back piece right here, this platform. When you put it inside your receiver, again, it's going to rock right here, and that counteractive weight on the back right here is going to press up, compress this in, and that'll give you your reading. But what we're going to do today is we're going to take this installed in the back of the tractor, and we're going to go lift some trailers up and see if we can get a reading of the tongue weight using this really, really cool Weighsafe fixed tongue weight scale, which has a 1,500 pound tongue weight capacity and a 10,000 pound trailer weight capacity. None of my trailers that I'll be hooking up should be anywhere close to that right now, at least. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so we have the Weighsafe fixed scale hitch mounted in the back receiver of our bad boy tractor, and we're going to go lift up some trailers and see specifically how much they weigh according to the scale on here. Okay, so the first hitch is showing, wow, right at about 600 pounds. And this is going to be my small mini dump trailer, my Texas Pride 10-foot dump trailer. And we're right at 600 pounds on the scale. So let's release it, move to the next one. Okay, now this is my 14-foot Texas Pride dump trailer with 3-foot sidewalls. This is my larger dump trailer. And this one shows right at 900 pounds worth of tongue weight on it. It has some stuff loaded in the back, but we are off the ground, definitely. Yeah, that said, we got 900 pounds worth of tongue weight as it sits right now. Let's move to another trailer. So now we are at my 14-foot overbuilt utility trailer. This is my lowboy trailer with the ramps and the relatively short sidewalls to it. This one is right at about 750 pounds worth of tongue weight. I have this locked in place, that's why I didn't latch over, but I just was gonna lift it up for this demonstration. But yeah, right at 750 pounds unloaded on the Texas Pride overbuilt utility trailer. My small cargo mate trailer has a 2-inch ball on it, so this would probably still work, but there's not going to be much weight there. We're going to move to my larger 20-foot cargo mate cargo trailer. This one felt heavy. So this one has right at 1,000 pounds worth of tongue weight on it right now. There is stuff inside here, basically overflow stuff from the shop. But yeah, we have 1,000 pounds worth of tongue weight on the 20-foot cargo trailer. And I have 2 other trailers, but they're so small that, quite frankly, it doesn't even make sense to check them. We can though, if you all want to see it. This thing should be nearly completely empty. This one Has about 200 pounds worth of tongue weight on it. Maybe 250 in that range. But again, probably most of the weight's coming from this big battery up front. But yeah, it has some straps in there. There's some tarps, some dollies, stuff like that. Okay, so we're at about 650 pounds worth of tongue weight on the Surveyor, which makes sense because it's pretty unloaded at this point, and the dry weight of this unit is 5,483 pounds, so we're a little over 10% when dry. All right, so that's it. We're gonna drop it back down and wrap this up. Okay, and I can't really wrap up the review of this product until I talk a little bit about my tongue weight scale and the reason why somebody may want one over the other. So the tongue weight scale is super cool because I can go to any trailer and literally just lower it down on this to see what my weight is. I don't have to hitch it up to a tractor, to a pickup truck, to an SUV. I don't have to do any of that, which means if, let's say, my wife is driving my truck around and I don't have a vehicle, or if I'm in a situation where I'm maybe getting off of work and I need to go out and check some stuff out before we hit the road in the RV, this is going to come in really handy because I can literally just go straight out to my trailer and I can see what my weight looks like. I can see if I'm going to have to move things around before we hit the road. So this is cool because it's modular, it's portable. It's kind of like the difference between a plug-in drill and a cordless drill. I know I compare drills to things a lot, but I'm kind of a drill fanatic. But the reality is this is more convenient. It gives me that capability of not needing to have a receiver that this needs to slide into to ultimately check my weight, right? I have to back a vehicle up, or in the case of my tractor, thankfully I have hydraulics and I can raise or lower the hitch in the back, but in most cases, people are just gonna have their vehicle. They're gonna have their tow vehicle. They're gonna have a pickup truck or an SUV, or maybe even a small car. And this right here is super convenient if you have that with you, if this is the only hitch that you keep in the back, and you simply want to know what the weight looks like. Now, the limiting factor here also is the fact that this goes up to 2,000 pounds versus 1,500 pounds. So if I do need to check the weight on something heavier, and maybe I don't have my hitch with me, my Weighsafe hitch, I don't have something that can check that out, I can easily use this to check the weight without needing the hitch. The Weighsafe hitch, in my opinion, is one of the best hitches on the market. I am a huge fan of Weighsafe. I love the fact that they have the integrated scale, but it just comes down to the fact that not everyone is going to have their tow vehicle with them at the moment they need to check the weight, or at the moment they want to feel comfortable about checking the weight. And that's really where having a portable system is super, super convenient. That's really what it comes down to, is convenience. And yes, you are going to pay a little bit more to have both, but let's say you have your B&W hitch, or you have a Bulletproof or a Gen Y hitch, or let's say you have the 180 from Weighsafe that doesn't have the scale, and you don't want to get rid of it because you absolutely love it. I know that I don't usually keep a scaled hitch in the back of my truck anymore because my truck has a scale on it. And because I don't keep a hitch on the back of the truck with a scale on it now, this is super cool, super portable, and again, I can simply walk out to one of my RVs, I can walk out to any of my trailers, lower it down, and instantly know what the tongue weight is. So again, two different use cases. This is built around convenience and portability. This one's built around knowing what's going on when you're actually hitching to your vehicle.